on earth you feel better.
You know what? Every fan girl of Justin Bieber, I hated that. Justin Bieber used to steal girls from me. I had the crush on this one girl, and she had the crush on Justin Bieber. She wouldn't accept me, not because I was ugly, but because I was ugly. I was ugly like a mother. But anyways, damn, bro. Justin Bieber used to steal our girls all that time. What happens to him? What really happens to him? Man's got tattoos now. Man's changed. Like, damn. He doesn't look like that pretty boy no more.
Bad for. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed tween made a few YouTube videos singing in 2007.
Ah, and in the old days, he said the N-word. He's not cancelled, right?
Got swooped up by the major record labels, and they forced his generic pop songs onto us. Then every young girl in the world became obsessed with him, making him millions of dollars and keeping his songs in rotation on the radio. He was an easy person to hate, or just completely disregard. However, in the early 2010s, he started to change. He was lashing out in public, assaulting people, and starting to confirm people's suspicions of him being a snobby rich brat. And although this video is not going to be me trying to convince you that Justin Bieber is an unproblematic saint, there is another perspective to consider that might make his antics a little understandable. For example, the many times he was blatantly assaulted or harassed in public.
Can I say this? Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
It isn't very difficult to see how uncomfortable Justin is. James Corden is leaning in as close as he possibly
can. Wait, that's weird. That's really weird.
Can, with his hand resting on Justin's back.
Thank you so much. Look at him. Look at what a beautiful face. All right.
No, ain't no way. I'm punching back. I'm throwing hands. What? Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you just do that.
Justin's face was just disrespectful, but he couldn't resist touching the boy. Bieber awkwardly tries to go along with the joke, but James makes it even worse.
Voted to just do it. Don't mess around. Don't tease me, Bieber.
People couldn't keep their hands off Justin, including Katy Perry, who had to get herself a handful as she mouthed
if Justin did that
to the camera, "Sorry, Selena." At the end of this interaction, Justin says, "We can do that forever if you want," which made some people think that he was okay with this behavior. Even David Letterman put his hands on Justin. During the 2012 interview, David insisted on denouncing Justin's tattoos.
Is that a new tattoo?
This is a new tattoo.
Oh, God, how many do you have?
I have a couple, just a couple.
Well, tell me that's the last one.
It might be.
No, it is. You don't, I mean, honestly.
David decided to treat Justin like his son's troubled friend looking for guidance, even though it was never asked for. Funny thing is, Justin ended up doing exactly what David told him not to do. But Letterman took it too far when he put his hands on Justin.
You know, I got believe.
Get that off of there.
Although this one wasn't explicit in nature, it was still totally uncalled for. David would later apologize for his behavior, but it's odd to see how many people were so willing to put their hands on the boy. Luckily, he was able to prevent Leah Remini from getting her hands on him during this interview on The Talk.
I will squeeze your face. No, I will.
No.
Justin had to shout no.
If Justin was a girl, it could have been, oh my days.
No, 5 times before she would stop. But that's not all. Earlier in this segment, she was forcing
Don't
him
worry, Justin. Don't worry, man.
to answer a really strange would you rather question.
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one
Hey. He was 14.
full song, one full song,
No way, bro. There's no way this is allowed on the internet. There's no way. He's 14. He's just 14.
or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer Justin Bieber.
For no reason at all, Leah insisted on pushing this very sexual question while there are little girls and boys directly behind her in the audience. Justin realized he was trapped because no matter what he tried to say, she was trying to force the answer she wanted out of him, but he stood his ground and chose to not give in to her manipulation. This wasn't the first time Justin stood his ground when a host got sexual with him. While doing a radio show called Mojo in the Morning, the host, Shannon Murphy, brought the conversation in a strange direction.
Has your mom given you the sex talk yet?
What? Bro, what the hell?
I mean, like...
Justin used to get hella hoes.
I really don't want to have that conversation with my mother.
Yeah.
Like I've kind of had it with my.
Bro, you have cougars wanting you. Do you get it? These are grown married women with children. These are women with children. In a way.
My father.
You want to hear? Oh, really? See, my
little bit.
parents never gave me the sex talk.
Okay.
So why don't you give me the sex talk?
I
Teach
really
me.
I feel
Give me
uncomfortable
what?
right now.
Oh.
Why do you want to know the sex talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird.
He very clearly stated that he was uncomfortable when the host brought up sex, but the circumstances that built up to this are a bit confusing, because earlier in the conversation, this happened.
Justin, what are you going to be doing after the show tonight?
Well, I thought I was picking you up.
Now, when I was 15 years old, I probably would have said some dumb stuff like that to an older girl, but apparently Justin couldn't keep his hands to himself.
That little kid is like a walking set of hormones. He is.
Wow. Got a little too touchy-feely with you?
He wasn't just like patting my butt, he was grabbing my butt and he kept saying,
Hey.
Is it inappropriate? Is this inappropriate?
Oh my God.
And I'll
Hey,
grab
hey,
it
hey,
harder.
hey,
Is it
hey.
inappropriate now? Is it inappropriate now? Hi. Oh my
He
gosh,
wanted
he's
some.
kissing me. Here, come sit here. Come, come sit by me right here.
You're a grown-ass woman, man.
Justin Bieber just like comes up and you just started making out with me, you know that?
Wait. No. Did you have to bow down or what? Because Justin Bieber was short by then. Did you have to bow down? And then how? Probably his dick couldn't get hard by then because he had no testosterone, but he was 15.
Is that not appropriate?
Justin was obviously flirting with Shannon in a juvenile way. Then she said live on air how Justin was touching and kissing her. We can imagine there were definitely some instances where Justin felt like he could probably touch whoever and whatever he wanted, since, well, it was often done to him. But regardless, the 26-year-old shouldn't have brought up the sex conversation on the air. Even men were infatuated with young Bieber. L.A. Reid, music executive who signed Justin to his first major record deal, said, "This kid was beautiful, like a woman can be beautiful," and except this article makes it seem like L.A. Reid was attracted to the young Bieber, but we don't really know that for sure. He was definitely right about his star power, but how he came to that conclusion just seems a little odd. However, the most deplorable assault was by...
See, when you're given fame at an early age, this is what happens. He didn't know what, he's 15, 14, he doesn't know what to do with fame. Or that clout, or those girls, he doesn't know what to do with all that. He's lost. And now none of these girls want him no more. Why? Why don't these girls want Justin Bieber? Why aren't they giving him the same energy they used to give him? Especially that girl that rejected me. Why doesn't she want Justin Bieber no more? Anyways, at this point, she's pregnant. That's what I heard. She's actually pregnant with a baby. I'm like, damn, you couldn't wait until 25 or something? Damn. And it wasn't even a baby from Justin Bieber because that nigga black. Damn. She rejected me for Justin Bieber. And now she didn't want Justin Bieber no more. And now she's pregnant. See? Focus on yourself, boys.
Jenny McCarthy at the 40th Annual American Music Awards.
Hey. No way.
The truth. I feel violated right now. By this point, this was all too common for him. The craziest part is that Jenny straight up admitted to her crimes.
I took the opportunity in the window, considering I'll never get to do it again, and kind of molested him. It'd be like cougar rape.
Jenny clearly enjoys the predatory behavior, as she described it as molestation and R-word. She thinks it's cute and quirky and even bragged about it on Twitter after. Now, if this all happened while the cameras were on, it led to behavior that left a permanent stain on his reputation. For all the people that hated Justin, he was about to give them a stronger reason. And for all the people with unrealistic expectations, they were about to be crushed. His first controversy began in 2013 when TMZ leaked photos of him holding what appeared to be a blunt. Although Justin faced no charges for the incident, this was our first clue that Bieber was beginning to shed his wholesome image. Things took a turn for the worse later that same year. While on the European leg of his Believe tour, Justin stopped in England just in time for his 19th birthday. Later that day, Bieber tweeted, "Big night ahead," anticipating his birthday celebration. He and his entourage had planned a $8,000 birthday bash, booking tables at the Cirque.
8,000? Why nobody treat me like this? I need new friends. What the hell? Damn, I didn't get anything for my 19th birthday. Except happy birthday. And I didn't get nothing. 8,000 euros. No, 8,000 pounds. Ah. Hey.
Soir Club in Soho. Unfortunately, the celebration didn't meet expectations after members of Justin's entourage were denied entry into the club because a few of the members of Bieber's party were under the suitable age of 18. Justin tweeted, "Worst birthday," complimented with a message to his Instagram account, voicing his side of the story. "I love how the club wanted to give the press another reason why we didn't stay at their weak-ass club, so they wouldn't look bad for me walking in and right back out." People thought Justin felt entitled to come into another country and break the rules because he is a star. From there, he allegedly showed up 2 hours late for his debut show at the O2 Arena after throwing a massive tantrum. Several backstage sources claim Bieber was in a bad mood after waking up late because of a night out and proceeded to lock himself in his dressing room to play computer games. The crowd reportedly began booing at about 9:30 p.m., almost an hour before Justin ultimately hit the stage. If the week couldn't get any worse, Justin lashed out at a photographer outside his London hotel after the man called him a f***ing little moron.
What'd you say? You heard what I said, man. What'd you say? You heard what I said, mate. Lose your f***ing belt. Lose your f***ing belt. Lose your f***ing belt. I'm back, you prick. I'm back, you prick. Back. Right?
Come back.
I just love the irony of this situation. The photographer tries to get a rise out of Justin, then Justin responds with threats, then the photographer gets really mad at Justin for getting mad at him, and the guy also taking a video of the situation gets upset when someone starts filming him. It's ridiculous. He responded on Twitter by saying he had a rough morning and that he let his emotions get the best of him. But this incident started his lifelong beef with the paparazzi. In June of 2013, Justin and his entourage were involved in an altercation with a photographer outside the Hit Factory studio in Miami. The entire exchange was caught on tape. While partying. Justin and his friends left a nightclub through the restaurant's back entrance before stopping to relieve himself in the kitchen, more specifically in the bucket that is filled with water to clean the floors. This is just another inconsiderate drunk teenager doing what a million others have done before, but Justin should know better. Then while passing through China during the Asia leg of his Believe tour, a picture was posted of him being carried up the stairs, which caused people on the internet to label him as a diva. His controversies were definitely minor in the beginning. He was being heavily criticized, attacked in blogs and by TMZ for the situations that were pretty small, but the controversies just never stopped. The coverage got more detailed, and the reactions just got worse, including the time he caused an entire revolution in Colombia. In November 2013, Justin was undergoing the Latin American section of his Believe tour. While in Bogota, Colombia, Justin snuck out of his hotel to do graffiti in an area where graffiti is banned. He painted a marijuana leaf and the Canadian flag while the police provided him with security. We aren't sure why the police decided to protect him, and the locals
why should the police protect him, but they already know?
Raged because 2 years prior, a police officer shot and killed an unarmed 16-year-old kid while he was spraying images of graffiti. Justin Bieber was the cause for all of this to happen. The poor dude had no idea what he sparked, said one of the young graffiti artists. The rebellious graffiti trend spread like wildfire to other major cities across Colombia, with hundreds of other artists joining the movement. He also had a spitting problem, with multiple reports over the years of him spitting on people during violent outbursts, including his own fans, who were visiting him outside of his hotel in Toronto where he spat down on them, breaking out into laughter with his buddies. Then he took a photo of his view, which was posted on Instagram sporting a caption about how he has the best fans in the world. In 2014, he spat in his neighbor's face.
I don't understand fan bases. Now, of course, be a fan, but never look up to nobody. Do not look up to nobody. Be a supporter, learn from people, but do not look up from nobody. That's just the thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? When you look up to someone, it takes away attention from you. That's just how it is. Do not look up. Be you. Focus on yourself. Forget everything you've ever been taught by someone else. Focus on you. That's just it. Don't take away attention from you.
After a heated argument, which started by Justin driving his Ferrari at over 100 miles per hour down the road, when his neighbor confronted
Why are you looking up to another human being? If he's on stage, why can't you be on stage?
him at the front doorstep, Justin told him to get the F out of here before spitting in Jeff's face and saying, "I'm gonna effing kill you." A year later, he had another altercation with the same neighbor, which resulted in Justin throwing 24 eggs at his
I mean, you're both human. So why look up to another human? You're at the concert on some low-level ass bush. With people who are going, hey. You look up to someone on stage. They're just, get the mentality off. They were not born with talents, they just worked hard. You can be there as well. You are the same. No one was born special. Looking up to someone you can be if you decided to be. Why is he there and you are not? Why is he on stage and you are not on stage? Why?
Neighbor's house.
Hey, fuck you, asshole! I got another one for you.
I ain't even gonna lie, I don't know what he's talking about.
Times. As the video went viral, Justin
the
issued
N-word,
with an attitude problem. But this last controversy would send him spiraling down. In June of 2014, a video emerged of the 15-year-old Justin telling racist jokes about black people, using the N-word multiple times. As the video went viral, Justin issued an apology, stating, "I thought it was okay to repeat hurtful words and jokes, but I didn't realize at the time that it wasn't funny and that, in fact, my actions were continuing the ignorance." Some people gave him the benefit of the doubt, that he was young and dumb, but then a second video showing a 15-year-old Justin circulated. Similar to the first, he sang his own song, "One Less Lonely Girl," replacing the lyrics with "One Less Lonely" and using the hard R, stating that if he were to kill one, he would be part of the KKK. He apologized again a day later and was released, stating, "Facing my mistakes from years ago has been one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with, but I feel I need to take responsibility."
Who writes these apology letters? I know Justin did write. He's facing my mistakes from. This is too good English, man. They don't write this stuff. They don't. Who the hell is that? Pretend you didn't see that shit.
For those mistakes and not let them linger. At the end of the day, I just need to step up and own what I did. Once again, I'm sorry for all of those I let down and offended. I don't think I really need to explain why people were absolutely outraged with this. And for a lot of people, once they saw these videos, their mind was made up about Justin Bieber, and they're never going to change their mind. And I can't blame them for that. Justin dragged his reputation to an all-time low.
Why are you offended by Justin Bieber? Pop singer. Why are you offended by Justin Bieber? What's there to be offended about?
He was stamped as just another child star gone mad. After a drunk driving incident in Miami,
fame was too early. And secondly, he cannot deal with all that mental trauma of those women harassing him.
Never the same. Justin was seen at SET nightclub in Miami Beach, Florida. He left the venue driving a yellow Lamborghini before police spotted him in a residential neighborhood. Bieber's entourage allegedly blocked the street so he could drag race singer Khalil, who was driving a red Ferrari. Authorities initially conducted a traffic stop for drag racing, but arrested Justin once they realized he was intoxicated. He was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence, driving with an over 6-month expired license, and resisting arrest without violence. His mugshot depicting him smiling was concerning to fans. Police claimed Bieber told authorities he consumed alcohol, smoked marijuana, and took prescription drugs. He and Khalil were locked up in a jail cell for 10 hours. Justin was later released from these charges on a $2,500 bond. A toxicology report revealed that Bieber had THC and Xanax in his system at the time of his arrest. Following Bieber's arrest on the DUI charge, more than 270,000 people petitioned the White House seeking to have him deported from the United States. Although the number of signatures received was sufficient to require a response under published White House guidelines, the Obama administration didn't take the petition seriously. But it turns out behind the scenes, Justin had a much worse drug problem than people realized.
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills,
codeine.
I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young.
Justin's drug abuse got so bad, he was even caught in the most dangerous areas of Los Angeles buying drugs.
Homeless,
good, homie. MS gang. Nice seeing you, bro. Have a good one.
Damn, bro.
I just saw Bieber. I just seen Bieber. Leave it to Bieber. That's crazy.
His addiction got so bad, he was willing to put his own life at risk. Justin says his substance use was normal in the beginning, but gradually became a problem to escape from the pressure of being this pop star. And although many people look at that as suffering from success, the level of expectation he needs to meet is unattainable. Surely a lot of his controversies were deplorable, but the ones that were minor were treated just as bad. That likely led to him giving up on his health, his body, and lashing out since they were going to criticize him anyways. He couldn't go out on a bad note though. So he made one last push after teaming up with Skrillex to produce a number of different sounds. Where Are You Now? Then What Do You Mean? Which was his first #1 hit single. Sorry, which kind of doubled as his apology to the world for his behavior. Love Yourself, and plenty of other radio hits to help him release his most successful album of all time, Purpose. It's hard for his opposition to feel bad for him when in the end, all of his antics will just help him sell more records. No matter what he does, it will be seen as the wrong step. It's quite literally is the child star curse, because nothing you do will ever compare to how you were introduced to the world as a perfect, innocent child. And with that, he finally
back on it, what it was doing to you?
Perhaps the most profound moment was during his Zane Lowe interview when he asked...
Alright, that's it. We ain't gonna let him cook no more.